Hi kids, this is our revision video class of the 10th lesson, that is the solar system. The night sky dotted with thousands of twinkling stars, the moon and the planets is a beautiful sight. Every child wonders about what lies beyond the sky. The bright balls seen in the sky during the day is the sun. The sun provides us with warmth and light. We are able to see the wonderful world because of the sun's bright light. We call this light sunlight. This beautiful sunlight fills our day with energy. Observe this picture. Our Earth, the other planets, the moon, and the sun, along with many such countless bodies, are called heavenly bodies. The stars and the other heavenly bodies are not seen in the day because of the bright of the sun. Astronomy is a science that studies the universe with all its celestial bodies and related to phenomena. The scientists that study astronomy are called astronomers. They use telescope and modern equipments to study and understand the universe better. And now let's see about the heavenly objects. Stars are twinkling, luminous heavenly bodies. They give out light and heat of their own. There are millions of stars present in the sky, but they are very far away from the earth. That's the reason they seem like tiny specks of light in the night sky. The nearest and biggest star that we know and see daily in the sky, that is sun. Yes, the sun is the biggest and nearest star. Billions of stars together form a galaxy. Star, அதாவது நட்சத்திரம் அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம ஏர்த்திலிருந்து ரொம்ப தொலைவில் இருக்கிறதுனால, தூரத்தில் இருக்கிறதுனால நம்ம கண்ணுக்கு சின்னதாக நைட்டில் பார்க்க முடியுது. அந்த நட்சத்திரங்களுக்கும் வெளிச்சம் தர முடியும், எல்லாமே இருக்குது, ஹீட்டும் இருக்குது. பட் அதோடைய தூரம் அதிகமாக இருக்கிறதுனால நமக்கு அது ரீச் ஆகலை. அண்ட் நம்ம டெய்லி பார்க்குற பிக்கஸ்ட் ஸ்டார் எது தெரியுமா? சன். எஸ், சன் இஸ் அ பிக்கஸ்ட் ஸ்டார். அதுவும் ஒரு ஸ்டார் தான். அண்ட் நிறைய ஸ்டார் எல்லாம் ஒன்றா சேர்ந்ததுன்னா அது ஒரு கேலக்ஸியை ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். A constellation is a group of stars that form a recognizable pattern in the sky. The constellations have importance in navigation. Sometimes stars are present in groups and form interesting patterns. These group of stars are called constellation. For example, Ursa Major is a group of stars that is constellation in the northern sky, and it is called Saptashri in India. It means 7 stars form a shape. அதாவது 7 ஸ்டார் சேர்ந்து ஒரு ஷேப்பை ஃபார்ம் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். கான்ஸ்டலேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது குரூப் ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்ஸ், நிறைய ஸ்டார் வந்து சேர்ந்து ஒரு பேட்டர்ன், ஸ்கைல் வானத்தில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நைட்டில் தெரியும், ஒரு பேட்டர்ன் தெரியும். அந்த பேட்டர்ன் வந்து நேவிகேஷன், அதாவது கடல் பயணம் போகிறாங்க இல்லையா, அவங்களுக்கு அந்த பேட்டர்ன் வந்து ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும், திசை காட்டி மாதிரி. அண்டு நமக்கு இந்தியாவில் இருக்கிற ஒரு ஃபேமஸான ஒரு பேட்டர்ன் எதுன்னு சொன்னால் அர்சா மேஜர். அதை நம்ம இந்தியாவில் எப்படி சொல்கிறோம்னா சப்தஸ்ரீ அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். சப்த அப்படின்னா 7, ஸ்ரீனா முனிவர்கள், 7 முனிவர்கள் அதில் வந்து இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம கதை, அதாவது சாஸ்திரத்தில் சொல்கிறாங்க. 7 முனிவர்கள் தான் அதில் சப்தஸ்ரீயாக இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு. And another one is the lion-shaped constellation is called as Leo, and the scorpion-shaped constellation is called Scorpius. Sometimes lion-shaped-லையும் constellation தெரியும், and தேள் அதாவது ஸ்கார்பியன் ஷேப்லேயும் இருக்கிற கான்ஸ்டலேஷன்ஸ் நம்ம வானத்தில் தெரியுது. Planets and satellites. Planets are non-luminous heavenly bodies that revolve around a star. The smaller and non-luminous heavenly bodies, known as satellites, revolve around the planets. These satellites are also known as moons. The moon is a natural satellite of the planet Earth. Planet and their satellites are visible because the reflection of the sun's light falls on them. Planets of the solar system. The 8 planets revolve around the sun in fixed paths called orbits. So, what is orbit? Orbit is a path in which the 8 planets revolve around the sun. It's called orbit. ஆர்பிட்டுங்கிறது ஒரு சுற்றுப்பாதை மாதிரி. அந்த சுற்றுப்பாதையில் தான் எல்லா பிளானட்ஸும் சூரியனை சுற்றி வருது. Have you ever wondered why planets move in their fixed orbits? This is due to the gravitational pulls of the sun, which holds the planets in their orbits. எல்லா கோள்களும் 8 பிளானட்ஸும் கரெக்டாக சன்னை ஒரு கரெக்டான பாதையில் சுற்றி வருதுன்னா அதுக்கு காரணம் அந்த ஈர்ப்பு விசை. சன்னோட சூரியனிலிருந்து வர்ற அந்த ஈர்ப்பு விசை அந்த 8 பிளானட்ஸையும் ஒரு கரெக்டான பாதையில் ஒன்றுக்குள்ளே ஒன்று மோதிக்காமல் சுற்றி வர்றதுக்கு ஹெல்ப்பாக இருக்குது. And now learn some facts about the 8 planets in the solar system. The 8 planets are classified as inner and outer planets. Inner planets. The inner planets are closer to the sun. The asteroid belt separates the inner and outer planets. The inner planets are very small as compared to the rest of the planets and have a solid rocky crust. The inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So, the inner planets are very small and also they are very closer to the sun. Planets வந்து சன்னுக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் இன்னர் பிளானட்ஸ்னும், சன்னிலேருந்து ரொம்ப தூரம் தள்ளி இருக்கிறத அவுட்டர் பிளானட்ஸ்னும் பிரித்து பார்க்கலாம். அப்போது அந்த முதல்ல இருக்கிற சன்னுக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற பிளானட்ஸ் எதெல்லாம்னு சொன்னால் மெர்க்குரி, வீனஸ், எர்த் அண்ட் மார்ஸ். இந்த நாலும் சன்னுக்கு கொஞ்சம் பக்கத்தில் இருக்குது அண்ட் ரிமைனிங் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப தூரத்தில் இருக்குது. So the inner planets are very small and also they are very closer to the sun. The first one, Mercury. It is closest to the sun and the smallest planet of the solar system. Being closest to the sun, the side facing the sun is extremely hot, while the one facing away from it is extremely cold, and it has no moon. Mercury அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னு சொன்னால் இது சன்க்கு ரொம்ப பக்கத்தில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு இருக்கிற பிளானட். அண்ட் இது வந்து ரொம்ப சின்னதாக இருக்கும். அதே சமயம் எந்த பக்கம் சன் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணி இருக்கிற அந்த சைடு எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஹாட்டாக இருக்கும் அண்ட் அதர் சைடு வந்து எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் கோல்டு கண்டிஷனில் இருக்கும். இதுக்கு மூன் இல்லை, இந்த பிளானட்டுக்கு மூன் இல்லை. ஸோ மெர்க்குரி இஸ் த நியரஸ்ட் பிளானட், very small in size. It is very hot and cold depending on the facing part of the sun. It has no moon. And the next one is Venus. It is the second planet from the sun. It is about the same size of the Earth, only slightly smaller than Earth. It is the brightest and hottest planet of the solar system. Hence, it is called the morning star or the evening star. The atmosphere of the Venus has rich carbon dioxide, which traps the sunlight and gives high temperature to the planet. And it has no moon. So, the planet Venus is the second planet. It is little smaller than Earth. It is brightest and hottest planet. So, it is called the morning star or the evening star. And it has no moon. And the third one is Earth. It is the largest inner planet and the fifth largest planet in the solar system. The Earth is slightly bigger than Venus and it is called as twins. Means the Venus and the Earth are called as twin planets. It has one moon. So the Earth is largest inner planet. It is called as twin planet of Venus and also blue planet because 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. The fourth one is Mars. It is the fourth inner planet. This planet is smaller than the Venus and the Earth, and also slightly larger than Mercury. Mars is called as the red planet. Once again, I'll repeat, Mars is called as the red planet because of the iron on its surface. Mars have very high mountains and very deep canyons. It has 2 moons. So let's point out the Mars is, first point, 4th inner planet, and second, it is called as red planet. Third, it has very high mountains and very deep canyons. And fourth, it has 2 moons. So, in inner planets such as Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, in that Earth and Mars planet have moons. For Earth, 1 moon, and for Mars, 2 moons. And the rest of the planet has no moon. Now let's see about the outer planets. These are also called gas giants, as they are mainly made of gas, dust, and ice with a small solid core. The outer planets are farther from the Sun, beyond the asteroid belt. In outer planets, the first one is Jupiter. It is the largest planet of the solar system. Jupiter is so big, about 138 Earths can fit into Jupiter, and it has 63 moons. So, first point, Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. And second point, it has 63 moons. Jupiter தான் இருக்குதிலேயே பெரிய பிளானட். அதுக்குள்ள ஒரு 138 Earth வந்து ஃபிட் பண்ண முடியும். அந்த அளவுக்கு பெரிய பிளானட். And it has 63 moons. Saturn. It is the most beautiful planet with shining rings around it. The rings are made of ice, gas, and rocks, dust. And it has 62 moons. So the first point is, it is most beautiful planet. Second point, it is shining rings around it. And third point, it has 62 moons. Uranus. Uranus is the third largest planet in the solar system. It is the only planet rotating or spinning sidewise on its axis. It is covered with thick layer of beautiful gases of blue-green color. It is very far from the Earth. It has 27 moons. So, first point, it is the only planet which rotates sidewise on its axis. 2, it is covered with beautiful gases of blue-green color. And third, it has 27 moons. Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. The atmosphere of Neptune is composed of methane, and the methane is a poisonous gas. This gives it blue color. Neptune has 14 moons and is also the most dense gas giant in the solar system. Its mass is 17 times that of the Earth. So the first point is, it is the farthest planet from the Earth. And the second one is it is filled with methane gas, which is poisonous. And the third one is this planet is look like blue in color. And the fourth one is it has 14 moons. Satellites. Satellites are small heavenly objects revolving around the planets in a fixed path. Natural satellites do not have light of their own. Natural satellite-க்கு தானா வெளிச்சம் கொடுக்கிற பவர் இல்லை. But they reflect the sunlight which falls on them. So satellite-ங்கிறது small heavenly objects. இது வந்து பெரிய பிளானட்டை சுற்றி வரும். நேச்சுரல் சேட்டலைட் அண்ட் ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் சேட்டலைட் அப்படின்னு ரெண்டு வகையாக இதை பிரிக்கலாம். நேச்சுரல் சேட்டலைட் அப்படிங்கிறது மூன், ஒவ்வொரு பிளானட்டுக்கும் பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற ஒரு சின்ன ஆப்ஜெக்ட் தான் அதோட சேட்டலைட். ஸோ ஏர்த்துக்கு வந்து மூன் தான் சேட்டலைட். ஸோ மூன் வந்து ஒரு நேச்சுரல் சேட்டலைட். சேட்டலைட்ஸ் ஆர் smaller than planets. Some planets have satellites. It's also called as moons. They revolve around them, and the Earth has only one satellite, that is moon. Whereas Jupiter has the maximum number of moons, which is 63. Satellites are of two types. First one is natural satellite, and the second one is man-made or artificial satellite. Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. Artificial satellites are INSAT 1A, INSAT 4B, Aryabhatta, Bhaskara 1, IRS 1A, and etc. These artificial satellites are the scientific machines made by humans, and they are sent into space to study the scientific facts. Some artificial satellites provide us weather information and communication services. The solar system. Our universe consists of the sun, earth, other planets, moon, and stars. Sun. The sun is a huge ball of fire and burning gases that gives the earth heat and light. The sun is the head of the big family called the solar system. The sun, along with its 8 planets and the moon, are called the solar system. So, what is solar system? Solar system means the sun, along with its 8 planets and the moon, are called the solar system. The sun and the 8 planets with their satellites revolving around the sun in a fixed orbits, comets and meteoroids make up the solar system. We can see some planets with our naked eyes, for example Venus. Otherwise, an instrument called the telescope is needed to see the heavenly objects. The telescope was invented by Galileo Galilei. Our Earth, a unique planet. Our planet is the unique planet of the solar system. It has water and the atmosphere which supports life. The earth also has 3/4 of its surface covered by water, which make the earth appear blue from the outer space. Hence the name blue planet. Earth is 150 million kilometers from the sun. The atmosphere of the earth also protects us from harmful rays of the sun. The earth, according to the scientists, was formed from some 45 billion years ago. It is believed that it was like a ball of hot gases in the beginning. Its outer part cooled down and formed the crust-like layer on which we live. The 3 layers of the earth are crust, mantle, and core. The crust is the outermost layer, and the middle layer is mantle, and the inner layer is the core. Now let's see the first one, the crust. This is the outermost cool layer of the earth, which supports life. It has landforms such as hills, mountains, plateaus, etc. The liquid water exists on this layer in lakes, ponds, river, sea, and oceans. The crust is made of different kinds of rocks and minerals. And the second layer is mantle. The core is surrounded by a lesser hot layer called the mantle. It forms the middle layer of the earth. The mantle comprises hot molten rocks, minerals, and metals. Core. The core is the center of the earth. It is a huge ball made up of heavy metals. It has 2 layers, the inner core and the outer core. The inner core is solid while the outer core is a molten state. The core is very hot, about 5000 degrees Celsius. Hence, the temperature and the pressure condition in the interior of the earth are very high. How is a volcano formed? Even after millions of years, the core of the earth has a very high temperature and under great pressure. The hot boiling gases and liquids in the core push against the outer crust. Under this huge pressure, the weak spots in the crust open up and the hot boiling gases and liquids rush out with a great force. This is how a volcano is made. The hot boiling gases and liquids that come out of the volcano form the lava. The season of the earth. The axis of the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The earth also revolves around the sun. This is the reason that at a particular time, one pole of the earth is closer to the sun, and the places in its corresponding hemisphere has summer season. The other pole is away from the sun, and places in that hemisphere have winter. This is how the seasons change on the earth. Indian festivals. In our country, Most of the festivals depend on the movement of the moon, the sun, the seasons, and the planets. If you remember, Diwali, the festival of lights, falls on a new moon day. Eid, the Muslim festival, depends on the appearance of the new moon. Holi, the festival of colors, marks the coming of spring season. Festivals like Lori, Baishakti, Pongal, and Onam are also linked to the seasons. In our calendar too, the days of the week are named after the planets, like the Mangalwar is the day of Mangal or Mars. And now let's revise our exercise. Check the correct option. 1. The outer surface of the earth is called, answer, crust, because the core is the innermost layer and the mantle is middle layer. 2. The planet is called the morning star or the evening star, and the answer is Venus. Venus is called as morning star or evening star, and the earth is blue planet. Mercury is called as red planet, and Saturn has a beautiful ring, so it's called beautiful planet. Venus is called as the morning star or the evening star. 3. The natural satellite of the earth is moon. The natural satellite of the earth is moon, because sun is the head of the solar system, and comet is asteroid, and the planets are not a satellite. And the fourth one, the seasons are caused due to the answer A and B, means Earth's tilted axis and revolution of Earth around Sun. 5. To complete one turn on its own axis, the Earth takes about 24 hours. B. Fill in the blanks. 1. There are dash planets in our solar system. There are 8 planets in our solar system. The outer planets 4 and the inner planets 4. So totally 8 planets in our solar system. 2. Dash has 63 moons. The answer is Jupiter. Jupiter has 63 moons. And the 3, the Earth is called the blue planet. The Earth is called the blue planet because 70% of planet is covered with water. 4. The dash is a star. The sun is a star. Yes, the sun is a big star. 5. The planet dash has rings around it. The planet Saturn has rings around it. C. Guess who I am. 1. I am the planet closest to the sun. I am the planet closest to the sun. And your answer is Mercury. Mercury is the closest to the sun because it is the first planet which is near the sun. 2. I am the largest planet. I am the largest planet. Answer is Jupiter. 3. I am covered with gases of blue-green color. I am covered with gases of blue-green color. And your answer is Uranus. 4. I am used to see heavenly objects. I am used to see the heavenly objects. And the answer is telescope. Telescope is an instrument used to see heavenly objects. Thank you, children, and prepare well for your exams. Have a nice day.